and then fucking Javits comes barging out, and then him and Damon start going at it, right? And then freaking after that, PRR comes barging out, and then he starts talking all that shit that he was saying about Moons.
Exactly, but you don't.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, but you don't.
But I knew you. I did say you had something to do with it. I didn't know what happened inside. Is what I said.
All right. So what ended up happening was this.
Oh my God.
Diego was talking with Javits, and then I interrupted. Yeah,
Diego didn't remember.
Diego was drunk out of his mind. That's why your facts and Diego's facts are no good.
You were drunk too, bro.
Yeah, but I remember everything. Okay, so what ended up happening was I kind of told Javits, I kind of interrupted him. I was like, bro, you can think whatever, but Moons is the best player here. And that's something that I firmly believe, and I say it all the time. I don't think anybody can beat Moons. Moons is just, he's a calm, mellow dude, but he's also really good at the game. Unfortunately, the kid gets starstruck just like anybody else. Oh no!
You're here to talk. Keep going.
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I said this. I was like, yo, you can't beat Moons. I told him he can't beat Moons. I'm sorry. He could be the best Wolverine in your opinion, but that's coming from a Balrog player. I can't respect that. And I remember I said that because I was drunk and that was a little out of line. Yes. So then Balrog hears it, and Javits was like, my man here is the best Wolverine on the planet. And I was like, I'm sorry, bro. You could think that, but he will not beat Moons. Balrog turned around, and I pointed at him, and I was like, dude, you will not beat Moons. You will not beat Moons. You. And then,
that's so funny, yo.
And then Balrog was like, what? He loses to Ricky. And I was like, yeah, because Ricky plays like a nut. I was like, that's the only reason. And then he was like, yo, lucky there's no Marvel here. And I said, bro, there's Marvel upstairs, baby, with sticks. What's up? Moons is over there. Let's play. That's when PRO was like, Evan, I'll play. And then that's when I told Moons, you're playing Marvel. Let's go. And then PRO was like, yeah, let's go. We're going to play Marvel real quick. That was, it was decided a 1st to 10. PRO forgot that. Everything else that Marvisto said was fact. He did flip us off when the score was 5-3. He did flip us off. He did say none of us were sponsored. That's why the East Coast sucks. The East Coast is whack. And then I told him, because he was getting up, I was like, dude, it's a 1st to 10. What are you talking? Sit back down. And then Javits was like, it is a 1st to 10. And I was like, yeah, sit back down and play. And then he started playing, and Moons was falling for some goofy crap, but the kid didn't know that it was like a serious thing between drunk people. Like, So there was money on the line, and he didn't know that. So he didn't know that, and then he starts playing, he starts playing for real, and he's no longer falling for the stupid setups. And then you just hear PRO going like, oh, he's disciplined. I'm like, no, he's just not falling for your whack crap. And, I wouldn't shut up. Yes, Marvin's right. Diego's right. I would not shut up, but that's just my nature. I can't shut up. These guys, they want to be the right to censor. They want to censor everything I say.
Shut up right now.
And and it's true. I should be censored. I should shut up every once in a while.
A lot more.
A lot more, agreed, yes. But at the time, I was mad because the dude played Long Island. He was talking crap.
I'm mad at that too. You know what? Honestly, I think I was too drunk to notice at the time. I probably would have joined you, I think.
Yeah, so, I got really mad.
I was gone,
Look, I got really mad, and I just kept going. Diego did calm down. I remember he did stop, but I kept going. I kept instigating, a little here and there with Joe, just because I wanted other type of involvement other than my own. And, I was just asking Joe random questions like, yo, what did he just get hit with? What type of power is that? And Joe would answer like, that's the power of the Nova Force. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then before Moons won the set and he blocked some weird goofy thing, I was like, yo, this set is over, man. Like, because he hit him with the triple Centurion. I was like, yo, what the hell? He hit him with all of them. I'm going to go take a piss. And I remember saying that, and then the set was over. And then PRO got up, and he was mad, and he did say, Joe, you did cheer against me and all this other crap. Then we all went downstairs, and this is the part that I don't need to ask Moons for permission to tell this part.
I'm sorry, I told it, didn't I?
No, but all whack. So we go downstairs.
I didn't feel whack.
Nah, we go downstairs. We got the zombie over here who doesn't remember what happened because he was too drunk. And
I was a zombie, I get a front.
Yeah, no, like Slender Man right here, like... But anyway, so we go downstairs. I'm still kind of pissed because I'm like, the dude popped off, and Joe brought it to my attention. You shouldn't have let up. because me and Diego did tell PR Rog, yo, don't take it the wrong way. This is just the way we are, you know. I talk crap. It's just what I do. And then Joe was like, why'd you let up? You know, he popped off on all of us. You shouldn't have let up. And I was like, yo, you're right. And then I was salty afterwards.
You shouldn't be telling that part.
And then, I don't give a crap. But then, because you're not telling it like it is. So, like, so then down...
That part's not important, really.
Yeah, all right, so whatever. I said it, you know, like, people want to get more mad at me, they can get more mad at me, whatever. But,
I know, it's stupid.
But, so, we went back downstairs, we were at the beer pong table, and, you know, this dude, like, it was like if he just finished watching The Notebook or something, because this dude was in tears. Like, yo, he got the call. He got the call. Yo, your puppy was just run over. You guys aren't helping it. You're not helping. You're laughing at it is not helping it. No, yo, they're not helping it. I don't mean it. It's just I'm a bit upset. I'm sorry. But yeah, like he got the call. Yo, Lassie didn't make it. I'm sorry. You know, and the dude was crying. He was wiping his tears. He was going like, oh, you know, whatever. He got tight, and then a little while later they left. He cried. He cried. That's what happened, people. The dude cried. Was it intentional? No, it was not intentional. We didn't need for any of this to happen.
See, this is what's wrong with the way you said it. You're only saying it like he cried, like, oh, he's a bitch, he cried.
No.
That's the way you put it out. That's why me and Diego told it the way we did.
He got salty. What happened? I mean, you're drunk. People are drunk.
Oh,
they understand that.
We said that too. But you gotta put all of it together, bro.
Yeah, but you know, you already gave the soft side, man. I'm giving.
Actually, there's like 200 viewers here who probably didn't hear my version, so like you actually, yeah.
Oh, yo, I like that smiley face. Whoever put that on, I like that smiley face.
The face.
But you know that's why the saying is now happening. Like, you know, real niggas don't cry, and it's true. But the man was under the influence.
Stop posting that picture.
Yeah, that's the best. But the man was under the influence. Everybody was there drinking, partying. The man was under the influence. He lost the set. I wouldn't shut up. I got under his skin. We all did. No,
you did.
Me and Diego.
You and Diego.
Okay.
We didn't do shit.
All right.
I was passed out just listening.
All right, so like me and Diego did, you know, go a little harder, but you know, it is what it is. You know, the dude just got over salty, and that was it. It happens to anybody. It can happen to anybody.
This guy here has no driver's license. It just sped all the way over here like a madman.
Yeah, I don't have a license. I just drove here. You know, I was just getting mad that
he was that mad.
Yeah, I was being told the way it is.
This is how jealous he is of Damon Jenkins of Risky Goose.
It's not. It's just the fact that the dude, the only thing he did was just post a side bet, and all of a sudden his name is in it. Like,
I don't know, man. You know, you're right about that part. Yeah, I don't know. That's why.
Chuck, how are you doing, Chuck? You good?
Yo,
all
Chuck.
right, Fublad, everybody. Everybody's good. Stream, how are you guys?
Come next week.
Everybody good?
The fucking big two. Everyone wants to see you.
Big Nasty Kale gave me a lull. Thank you. Everybody's good.
Guys,
Josh sick. Okay.
This is the heckler side of the story.
This is not the heckler, dude. This is the real uncensored version. Come here. Can you please say that? Say that again.
All right, we got
Josue said on some real rap's the truth. Hands down. I approve of that message.
Look, one of the sober gentlemen that were there, Mr. Haitian Sensation, Patrick Jasmine, he was like one of the sober dudes there, and he knows exactly how it happened. You know, I was drunk, and I remember everything. Thank you, Maniel. Thank you. He says that story was beautiful. Thank you. Once again, we don't condone any of that crap. We were just drunk. We were just drunk.
Bro, you just came here and just spit it out like it was nothing.
Because I don't like the way you guys told it. You know, it's like, oh, once upon a time, this rabbit had no friends, and now he has friends. Good night, it's over. Like, that's the wackest story I've ever heard. You know, they did tell it. They told it.
Yeah, he did cry. He did cry.
He did cry. I was there for that. I saw it. I was like, wow. Did he just get scraped in beer pong too? Why is he crying? And it's like,
stop making it funny. When you make it funny, it's more mean.
I'm sorry.
It's more mean.
I don't mean for it.
Just try to tell the story.
Mean for it that way.
Ooh, someone said my story is better. What up? He's probably trolling though.
Can you read what I Am Santos said? I can't read that. For those who don't know, I'm not